Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dinosaur Island, Season 1, Episode 2. Let's get started. Now, I know you're thinking that nothing looks the same as the last episode. There are much dinosaurs around here, and the Carnosaurus' lake, it's dried up, and the Carnosaurus does not really like it. He's hungry and he wants something to eat, but there's just nothing out here that he wants to drink because there's no water. So he has to wait until there's water. He takes a rest. Meanwhile, a baby juvenile Pachycephalosaurus is grazing nearby. But two large predators. No, don't show it. Just face the Pachy. But something is watching Pachycephalosaurus. Two very large predators. The two predators strike! It is the two Utahraptors that we saw in the last episode. They have been stalking Pachycephalosaurus for pretty much for 1 week, really. And this is the female, Josa, and this is the male, Mark. They are going to bring the carcass home into their nesting site. At their nesting site, it's very good and healthy for their babies to eat. And they start to feast on the carcass. They're all short squabbles over food. Meanwhile, a huge herd of hadrosaurs are grazing. Here is the alpha female of Hemianopteryx. As you can see, she has lost a leg, just like the male Triceratops in the last episode did. She has been orphaned, and it's not good. And she can't even walk or feast. She is going to need a rest soon, or so it seems. She starts to move to feast and takes a little snooze. And this is the male. The female is named Jocelyn, and this is the male, Jocelyn. And this female monster here, she used to have she used to have a baby in her nest, but they got eaten by a Saurophagonax, I think. And these hadrosaurs have been orphaned, and it's not good. Meanwhile, two oviraptors. This is the female, Sunny. This is the male, Dongy. They are both feasting on a baby Carnotaurus carcass, and they like it. They start to feast on it once again. The oviraptor is calling for some eggs. And appears Sonny and Donnie appear to carrying 2 eggs in them, just in case they have a snack. But for now, it's their dinner. So the oviraptors are, even though they have 2 eggs, the Carnotaurus carcass is for now their dinner. And then, if they can, they will be one of the many predators that is the king of nesting sites. Meanwhile, the Brachiosaurus, they have a very small herd now. Like, there used to be a thriving herd with many babies. Now there's only a new alpha male, the same alpha female, and the baby is now a small adult. He used to be a baby, but the male and just baby fell down. But they're okay. They'll make it. And they are one of the largest herbivores on Earth. The green alpha male, he died from a Carnotaurus, actually. I mean a Carnotaurus, really. Oh, speaking of the Spinosaurus, when he killed the Carnotaurus, he actually also got killed by something else. So the female and male are gone. They're just dead. I don't know where. Meanwhile, we see a female Cobdipteryx digging out a nest. She is quite a vocal little animal. Her feathers are pretty and striking, probably to impress mates and scare off predators. She is digging out a nest. But what does she not know? That she is being stalked. Only a few meters away, we see a Giganotosaurus. He is stalking the Cobdipteryx, and this is actually a juvenile male who's very weak, it seems. As you can see, he lost his arms and fingers because he got eaten by a Tyrannosaurus, I think. And then he attacks. He bites the Cobdipteryx's tail. The Cobdipteryx cries in pain. But then the Cobdipteryx throws him over and chomps on him, and throws him into the dried up lake. And she goes back to what she do. With no arms, he cannot get out. And the Dinosaur is already going to kill him. He had been pulled under 2 down. Dinosaur has struck once again. The Dinosaur has an awful lovely meal. The male Giganotosaurus never knew what hit him. Meanwhile, the female Ankylosaurus, her pond has dried up also. She is digging for water, but so far it is to no avail. she is going to die if she cannot find water soon. And she will have to take a journey to the other side of the island, to where the Brachiosauruses have migrated. To the Apatosauruses where they have migrated. And then in the next episode of Dinosaur Island, on episode 3, season 1. So in the next episode of Dinosaur Island, episode 3, season 1, we start acting with some critical and new dinosaurs who have very large necks and who are a very small sauropod. And we also have an old predator that's very, very large, Stoxicorosaurus. Next time on Dinosaur Island.